My mom handed me a folder and said, I used your $37,000 emergency fund to save your sister's house. I'm sure you understand. I just smiled, of course. Then I reported it as fraud. An hour later, the bank called, and headlights hit the driveway. Hey Reddit, pull up a chair. This one's a mess. My mom drained my emergency fund to cover my sister's mortgage. I called the bank, got it reversed, and filed a civil case against her. Here's what went down. I'm Drew, 34 male, and I've been my family's personal piggy bank for years. Started small when I was fresh out of college. Mom needed $300 for her car payment. She paid me back in 2 months. Said she really appreciated it. Made me feel like a good son. After that, the requests got bigger, and the repayments got slower, until they stopped altogether. My sister Sharon's rent when she got fired from her job at the salon, which she claimed was unfair because her manager had it out for her. Dad's medical bills when insurance mysteriously covered less than expected. Mom's credit card debt because she deserved nice things after everything she'd done for us. Every single time I said yes. Every single time they promised to pay me back. I'm still waiting on roughly 43 grand worth of IOUs that disappeared into thin air. Sharon is 2 years younger than me. Growing up, she was the princess, and I was the workhorse. She got dance lessons and pageant entries. I got a paper route to help pay for family expenses. She dated the popular guys and went to parties. I studied and worked part-time at a bookstore. She got a brand new Jetta for her 16th birthday. I got a card with $20 in it and permission to use Dad's old truck on weekends. When Sharon got married at 24, Mom and Dad paid for everything. The venue at some country club, the catering, the fancy beverage service, the honeymoon to Cancun, $14,000, easy. When I got engaged a year later, Mom told me I should keep it simple and that big weddings are wasteful anyway. We had 30 people at a restaurant, and I paid for all of it. Sharon's husband, Brad, was a real piece of work. Sales guy who talked a big game, but never closed deals. The kind of guy who wore expensive watches he couldn't afford and drove a leased BMW while complaining he was broke. They bought a house 3 years ago in Mesa, Arizona. Way outside their budget, but Sharon wanted it. I knew it was a disaster from the start. They barely scraped together the down payment, and their combined credit was questionable. But Mom called me the night they closed, voice all excited, telling me how Sharon was finally adulting, building equity, becoming responsible. I congratulated them. I even sent a housewarming gift. What nobody in my family knew was that I'd been running a long con of my own. 3 years ago, after Dad tried to access an old joint account from my college days without asking, I opened a completely separate savings account at a different bank. Not my regular bank, a completely different institution with a different online portal.